Welcome to the Top 12 YouTube channel. In this video we talk about the top 12 documentaries of all time, based on ratings and critics. Number 12, Evil Genius. 2:28 p.m. August 28, 2003. A man walks into a bank with a bomb locked around his neck. This is a true story. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 80%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 7.6 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think that this documentary was so good that they watched all of the 4 parts at once. Number 11, Behind the Curve. Documentary follows real flat earthers, a small but growing number of people who firmly believe in a conspiracy to suppress the truth that the earth is flat. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 100%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 6.5 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics want Flat Earther to show them where the earth ends. Number 10, Knock Down the House. Documentary follows a young bartender in the Bronx, a coal miner's daughter in West Virginia, a grieving mother in Nevada, and a registered nurse in Missouri, who build a movement to challenge powerful people in Congress. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 100%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 6.9 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think that this documentary was inspiring. Number 9, Amanda Knox. Documentary of an American exchange student Amanda Knox, who is convicted and eventually acquitted for the death of another student in Italy. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 83%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 6.9 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think this documentary is interesting. Number 8, Chef's Table. Documentary follows some of the most renowned chefs in the world, and explores their deeply personal stories, inspirations, and unique styles. Each chef's discipline and culinary talent is explored, while he or she prepares an awe-inspiring creation. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has no rating. On IMDb, it has a rating of 8.6 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics are eating McDonald's and KFC while watching this documentary. Number 7, Fire, the Greatest Party That Never Happened. Documentary gives an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the infamous unraveling of the Fire Music Festival. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 92%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 7.2 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics are getting anxiety from watching this documentary. Number 6, Making a Murderer. Documentary was filmed over a 10-year period. Stephen Avery, a DNA exoneree who, while in the midst of exposing corruption in local law enforcement, finds himself the prime suspect in a crime. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 85%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 8.6 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think that this documentary is intense and that their brain is fried while watching it. Number 5, Icarus. In the documentary, Brian sets out to uncover the truth about doping in sports. A chance meeting with a Russian scientist transforms his story from a personal experiment into a geopolitical thriller. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 94%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 7.9 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics say this is the best documentaries they have seen and give it 10 out of 10. Number 4, Blackfish. A documentary following the controversial captivity of killer whales, and its dangers for both humans and whales. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 98%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 8.1 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics say that this film made SeaWorld's profits to drop 84%. Number 3, Tell Me Who I Am. Documentary follows twins, Alex and Marcus. Alex trusts his twin, Marcus, to tell him about his past after he loses his memory. But Marcus is hiding a dark family secret. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 96%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 7.7 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think that this documentary is heartbreaking. Number 2, Cartel Land. Documentary examines the state of the ongoing drug problem along the US-Mexican border. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 90%. On IMDb, it has a rating of 7.4 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think ending is a major depressant. Number 1, Blue Planet 2. Documentary gives an insight into the behavioral patterns and natural habitats of several rare but strange creatures living deep under the sea. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a rating of 97%. On IMDb, It has a rating of 9.4 out of 10. And on YouTube, critics think that the documentary has absolutely incredible footage. Like and subscribe for more videos. And let us know if you agree with our choices.